A stolen mandate. That's what Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is talking about. I spoke to Aleema Khanum, sister of PTI chief Imran Khan, who spoke about how the mandate was stolen in the dark and what is it that PTI is now going to do. Listen in. A massive mandate for the people of Pakistan. The people of Pakistan have spoken, and they certainly have spoken for this one man who has scored a near century without a bat this time around, cricketer turned politician Imran Khan, former Prime Minister of Pakistan. But what's the state of affairs? How is he living? How is he in jail? And does he really get to speak to people, speak to his family members? I'm being joined by his sister, Aleema Khanum. Thank you so much for joining us here on India Today, Ms. Khanum. Let me begin with the meetings that you've had with the former Prime Minister, with your brother, with Imran Khan. How have the meetings been? How is he in jail? How has he been taken care of, in the sense, how difficult has the situation been for him?
Well, he's been in jail for about 6 months, and he's very well adjusted to his circumstances, and he reads a lot.
You've met him a few times, and you met him after the results as well. Tell us, what was the conversation with your brother? Was he happy with the result, or is he still disappointed in how the system has failed the people?
Actually, before even, I must mention what was before that. Before election results, for all these months that he's been in the jail court, there was a lot of communication. Otherwise, he was in solitary confinement. And thanks to all these cases in jail, we were able to communicate with him. The lawyers were able to communicate with him. So he did have a lot. He had a lot of interaction. I fail for words. One day, this will, mark my word, it will be written in history, in the world history. They will be studying what the phenomena that happened on 8th of February in Pakistan. And Imran Khan's face, I mean, my brother's face, we were like, my sisters, my two sisters and myself, we were able to spend half an hour with him. And our excitement to tell him what we saw. And when we told him what we saw, I'll tell you what we saw, that we felt it was important to tell him, that because that was his day. 8th February was his day. I said there were children right down to the age of 4, women and children. If we asked them at polling station, it was like a festival. And we would ask the 5-year-old, I asked a 7-year-old, I said, what are you doing here? They said, we've come to vote. So what his message has gone down to a 4-year-old. And this is absolutely historical. It's a global history in the making. We are very proud of being Pakistanis. And I think a lot of other countries will learn from it. It was very astute. People were, I think they understood what the meaning of the vote was for the first time. They understood, right. Children understood. There was no chaos on the streets. There was silent revolution. I would call it a peaceful and silent revolution, a rejection of an elite capture system. And all credit, now I'm going to say that, and we said it to our brother, all credit goes to you, that you mentored a whole youth and a nation to stand up for their rights. And that is what we saw on the 8th of February.
All right. So now we'll talk about the rigging itself. Apart from the fact that there is 2/3 majority with which we see PTI, the independents backed by PTI members having won, but there are many others who are complaining. There's so many PTI members who have now gone to court. One such case includes that of Nawaz Sharif. Yasmin Rashid in jail was, Nawaz Sharif was trailing by 7,000 and then after a long quiet, won that seat. And interestingly, it's a seat from his own stronghold, Lahore. But Yasmin Rashid was doing quite well. How are you looking at and reading the kind of wins that PMLN has had, even if we can call them wins so far?
I mean, just the moral authority. I mean, how can people steal other people's mandate? Like, you've not stolen Imran Khan's mandate. He's in jail. You've stolen the people's mandate. When you steal somebody's mandate and you come to, how will you have the moral authority to govern? Where will the confidence come in the economy? How will the businesses feel about it? How's the international community going to view you? The three of them sitting over there after having stolen all of PTI's seats. You know what's the data right now of what they've stolen? They had 90, I think they conceded the ones that PTI had was about maybe 95 seats that are official. Now they've started stealing those also. They're going into recounts and making PTI lose some more because they need more seats. So it's like you go and rob somebody the moment you need to fulfill your mandate. It's now looking so discredited. This is unheard of, because what happened was the gap was very big.
On that positive note, Aleema Khanum, thank you so much for joining us here